In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the IONIQ 6 and the BlueLink app. Yes, finally another competitor to Tesla and Polestar and Volvo. But you get the idea, so let's jump in. Let's kick off with starting the app. And as you can see here, it takes a bit of time for the app to launch. And it's not like it's actually communicating with the car and waking it up. No, this is just purely the app starting. And when you land, you get into this, well, I'm going to call it a summary screen. And down the bottom you can see you've got home, control, status, map, and more. I'll go through each of these one by one, but if you want to use the timestamps to sort of navigate this to get to a bit that you might be interested in, please feel free. So kicking off with home, you can see at the top there, it's actually got, this is the IONIQ 6 and it's a 2023 model and it's not plugged in. And well, it's actually now connected supposedly to the actual car and it's showing 149 kilometers of range. Coming down beneath that, you've got some vehicle control. You can either lock the car, so hang on a second. It is locked. Start climate and unlock and more. So if I actually tap on more, this brings us over to the second tab where you've got these different icons to control different functions from lock, smart climate, unlock, stop the climate, so on and so forth. And here's my first critique and I think recommendation to Hyundai is that the status should be where you can control this from. So when I tap on, let's say climate, it does something and it stays on and it shows you here what the status is. There's no need to have them separate. So I'll give you a good example. I want to start the climate. I've got to authenticate it to approve the change and it's going to send that command to the car now. And in a sec, we'll probably hear the car start its ventilation system. We'll also get a notification through the app. We're waiting. We're still waiting. You see, if I really believed it was connected at the get-go on app launch, it shouldn't take this long, surely. No? If you know the answer, please put it down below. So we're still waiting for this notification to come through. Oh yeah, there we go. So it actually came through now. And you can see there, it says that, well, climate control is activated. So on this control screen, can you tell? Because I can't tell that the climate is now on. So to do that, we're going to go to status. And you can see now the target temperature is 25 degrees, nice and toasty. It's not exactly a cold day today, but I had to demonstrate this somehow. And yeah, that's, I don't know, it's the climate is on, the steering heater is on, the demist and rear is on. They were settings, by the way, that I actually enabled just for demonstration purposes. It doesn't have to be this way. It's just, yeah, again, something you can do. So let's click on the details. You see what I mean? I can't do the steering wheel control from here, but you know what I can do, and this is kind of unique, is actually I can play around with the settings of this car. I'm talking like the little nitty-gritty settings that you normally wouldn't associate with remote control of your car. So we're going to go through home, not controls, definitely not through status. So we go down here to user profile, vehicle settings. It's going to connect to the server, which I find can take a very long time. And when you make all these changes, it doesn't actually save straight away to the car. It actually waits until you get back in, and then it will have a display on the screen saying syncing changes with what you've made in the cloud, which kind of bewilders me because is this not connected to the cloud right now? Again, it's just a little bit rough around the edges, shall we say. Still waiting to connect. Hey, here we go. This is all very trendy and something actually even Tesla doesn't do, but some things don't even have an option, like the premium sound. You can change your guidance if you've got the screensaver or not. No, thank you. Automatic time set, you get the idea. It's really bewildering to me that these sort of settings that you set inside the car normally when you go deep into the menu system, which by the way, that's up here. If you want to see a video that I've done on the Generation 5 head unit, that's actually in the IONIQ 6 as well. So I did that in both the Kia EV6, the IONIQ 5, and it's also in this car. They're actually the same sort of unit. I don't see the point of actually playing around with these settings here. So if you see the reason for it, can you let me know? Because yeah, I'm still trying to work it out. So you get an idea. We've got disparate menu system. We've got controls littered all over this app. When you hit on, let's say, open Windows, might need to move out the way for this bit. Oh, there it goes. Hey, the windows are open. Awesome. And there we go. We get a notification that they've actually opened. But I'd like to see the status and the controls on the same sort of screen. So that is to say, have a picture of the windows or the car, and then tap on them to open the windows, or to vent the windows is actually a better option. So if I now go back to the status of the car, let's go back up. What can we tell in here? Not very much. Oh yeah, there we go. The windows are open. And if I tap on closed, no, nothing's going to happen. So I have to go back here to controls, and I'm going to close windows. So let's see how long this takes. You got time, haven't you? I might fast forward this bit. Oh, it did it, yay. Okay, that was about 10 seconds and a faster notification. Yay, good job. Let's come over here to a thing that I got excited for. You know, a Tesla and Sentry mode, and how you can actually do a live view, an actual video live stream of what's around your car, including the interior now. And if you've got Boombox installed, which is about a $300 option in Australia, you can also speak to someone and say, hey, get away from my car, say. Well, on this, you've also got a current view. It's gathering just some static shots from all the different cameras, and it's going to compile them into the sort of what I call the God view, the 360-degree view. And that's it. I can't actually do a live stream. So it will notify me when it's actually ready. But instead of waiting, let's just go to my stored image list, because I've already done 2 of this in the past. And it looks like this. It's kind of like, is that useful? If you're lucky and you time the event, let's say with someone keying your car or someone smashing into it, but very likely, there we go, we've got a live view now. Very likely it's not going to be what you need. And it's not like I could actually do, you know, the little pan around sort of system like you can within the car, which I love, by the way. Being able to park with this thing using that top-down 3D view, brilliant. Tesla, you need to have this, honestly. Just add a camera to the front down there. That's exactly where you need it. Yeah, it's kind of a swing and a miss. That's the best way of describing it so far, the app overall. Now, next up, the map. This has some practicality about it. That, all right, let's say we want to navigate to, I don't know, Queenscliff. Yeah, let's go to Queenscliff. So we'll look it up and we can send it to the car as the place that we want to go. So tomorrow I'm going to film my review, and yeah, we'll take a bit of a trip. So I'll send that to the car, and next time I get into the car, again, it's asking for permission because it's been more than 10 minutes, I guess. Next time I get in that car, it's going to actually say, hey, do you want to navigate to here? And you're like, yeah, awesome, let's go, and away you go. But what I'd like to see though, is you able to actually do this inside of Google Maps. So it's a lot more comfortable. So if I open Maps now, and I say, yeah, I want to go to Queenscliff ferry service, I can actually share this to my Tesla, okay? And next time I get in my Tesla, it's going to take me there, which is super awesome. And you can also do this same sort of thing, by the way, inside the app. But realistically, all it's doing in the app is using Google to do that, and it's doing the same function. But you get the idea. Way more sophisticated, elegant, and neat. This, on the other hand, you're limited to this map service, which, all right, it works. It's fair. It's kind of utilitarian looking, isn't it? Just a bit flat. And I like to see it not so flat. But okay, let's check out eating and drinking nearby to me. And I noticed then, by the way, it actually had a ring, a circumference ringer, as to how much range of the car has got right now. I'm trying to get it down as low as possible so we can do a fast, rapid charge session tomorrow. Oh, Hungry Jacks, no thank you. Conventions, oh, fish and chips, yes please. Yeah, all right, send it to the car, yep. All right, I'm gonna send 2 directions to the car. Let's see what happens when we get inside. And then the final menu is what we call more, and in here you've got account settings, vehicle and service settings, vehicle selection, app settings, my trips, and a lot of other sort of stuff that, you know, is nice and all, and you know, I think expected these days. So I guess to surmise the app experience for the IONIQ 6, it's a good start. It is a good start. As much as I've critiqued it, I do like the fact that I'm getting ready for work. I'm thinking, boy, it's a bit nippy, and I leave work at different times every day. So I remotely start my climate whenever it suits me. So I go, yeah, start climate now, and away it goes. It's just really unfortunate that I've got to go to, you know, either here or here, and I can do it from here, but I can't get that confirmation, well, the confirmation that I would like to see, that's more immediate that you experience with the Tesla app. Look, that will do it for this video, and if you've enjoyed it, please do subscribe. I cover content like this about electric vehicles and more. And if you want to take your support to the next level, consider Patreon or YouTube membership. Otherwise, you be good and you be green.